Download all the Sly Show podcast at theslyshow.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ernie's show is about to start, so sit down, get comfortable, shut the fuck up, and listen.
Ern's smart as shit, man. That fool's always been a fucking bright dude. He ever tell you when he fucking smacked me around?
Fuck no! Get over here!
Don't let that fucking bastard fool you. That fool got hands.
For real?
I bring it up all the time. This fool's like, why don't you drop it? I was like, man, because that shit was kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Honest with Ernest. Now that's my type of show.
Yo. What up?
What's good?
It's just being Earnest. Today is Friday, July 7th, 2017.
Yeah, that's
already
that's
July
about accurate.
7th, 2017.
All the fuck ready.
This big sea of nothingness that is the United States of America. We just celebrated the 4th of July, the birth of this great nation that we call the United States of America. I went to my old hometown in Benicia, California, where I went to middle school and high school. I lived in Vallejo, but I went to middle school and high school in Benicia and grew up there. Had many friends and grew up there. And you run across people. It's cool when you go there. It's a small town where everybody knows everybody. So it's cool when you go there and, nobody really recognizes you because you're the old head. And it's a bunch of youngsters running around having fun.
Right.
But you're the old head. Every once in a while you see somebody else that you know from back in the day. You be like, what's up? And then you see some of the girls that was like thick back in the day. Right. Ooh, but now they got like the Jerome Bettis size arm. You know what I'm saying? Big, wide hips. You know what I mean? A lot of them just let themselves go a little bit. Maybe just decided to start gargling cheeseburgers. I don't know. But it was great. For the most part, I enjoyed it. Kids got to see the fireworks. What did you do?
I actually worked that day. Did my regular 9 to 5, flipping fits and whatnot.
You worked.
Yeah.
You worked on the birthday of this great nation.
I actually worked.
Okay, somebody's got to work. You got to work.
Got to work, and then because my wifey had the day off, and then me at the end of the night I DJ'd at my residency. And
work some more.
Work some more. So,
and your residency is where? You got to tell the people where your residency is.
Mojo's in Fremont, California.
Say that again?
That's Mojo's Lounge in Fremont, California.
Mojo's.
Yeah.
MOJOS.
That's exactly it.
Mojo's Lounge.
Mojo's Lounge.
In
Fremont, California.
In Fremont, California, here in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Okay, what else did you do?
That was it. Really,
did your children get to see the fireworks?
Apparently they did. They got a pretty good view right here in Oakland.
Right, okay.
So they got to see a bunch of it. I came home at 3 a.m. after finished DJing.
You came home at 3 a.m, intoxicated.
Like Rick James.
Yeah, you missed our last show.
Well, no, they were still popping off. Over here,
they was popping off till the next day.
That's what I'm saying. It's like 3, 4 in the morning. They still popping off.
Sure
bottle rockets is all in my fucking driveway and shit.
They was doing that all across the country this year. It was like more than usual.
But I'm trying to. They in my driveway. The way my house is angled, it's like a nigga had to shoot it over the fence or shoot it dead up my motherfucking driveway.
Okay.
So I'm like, what the fuck was niggas aiming at?
I don't know, man. They was just shooting them off in the air, man, having a good time. Tearing the streets up.
Yeah.
It was fun. it was a lot of people complaining. You scroll on your Facebook on 4th of July, and it's black people talking about, oh, y'all out there wearing the red, white, and the blue, you're this and that.
Right.
It's like, why are you raining parade? Why are you raining on these white people's parade? Let them have their thing. They developed this holiday where while black people were still slaves and slavery wasn't abolished, they claimed it to be their independence, though.
Absolutely.
Right? They claimed to be their independence, so let them have that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Black people have Juneteenth, but we don't even on June 19th we don't even get it popping. When slavery,
what do you do on June 19th?
Yeah, when you know what I'm saying, we supposed to get it popping. We supposed to have our own fireworks displays. All you know, Jay-Z
Right.
and all them talk about. They got all this paper. They supposed to, you know what I mean, start doing community things where you know black people can have fireworks explosions and all types of things like that for Juneteenth.
Yeah.
What did they do? You know what I'm saying, when slavery was abolished? You know what I'm saying, finally in Texas back then. You know, what is that? June 19th, right?
June 19th. That's the day.
So, you know, we have a holiday. Why don't we do something with that holiday instead of trying to rain on these white people's parade?
That's what they mad about.
You know what I mean? You know, you're always complaining, you know, Oscars so white. What are you talking about? You have all these type of different award shows, but you don't even show up to them. You watch the BET Awards, and they have all these people nominated for these awards, and they're not even in the audience to even support the award show. Like even when they win the award, they're not even there to accept the award. There's no good performances. You give us Migos. You don't give us the best of the best. You know, at one point, BET was giving you Michael Jackson and James Brown on the same stage.
Who won?
Now look at them.
Was there like some type of lifetime achievement award? I mean, like
this year, I don't even know who it was,
Yeah,
man. It was like New Edition or some shit.
Okay. Well, that's well deserving at this point, I guess.
I mean, but this is, to me, it seems like this is like New Edition's like 10th, 5th or 6th Lifetime Achievement Award on the BET Awards,
right,
or something. They always having some type of new edition reunion. What are they always trying to, you know?
Bobby wasn't even there.
Yeah, Bobby was there. Bobby was there.
He?
Yeah, he was there.
Okay.
His jaw wasn't even wagging. He wasn't even chewing the invisible sandwich. He was up there. He was cool. You know,
Right.
but still, I mean, it's like these old dudes, you know what I'm saying, wearing their hat to the side.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, come on, man. You're pushing 50 over here talking about you singing Candy Girl. You know, just make a new album or something. Make a new album. I'll be with that.
Yeah.
I'll be with that. To start giving them Lifetime Achievement Awards and having them get reunions. We know they kick it. You guys give them reunions
Right.
every 4 years.
It's like 3 different groups within one group.
Come on now.
So you got to go through all their catalog.
So what are you complaining about? You gonna give me New Edition every year? There's all, you know, BET can't have a movie awards. Black people can't have they got the NAACP Image Awards that nobody supports. They got all this type of stuff.
Yeah, none of these things are like,
and you know, you worried about the Oscars. You worried about the Oscars. You worried about being invited to you worried about being invited to this party when you can just start your own party. You got the biggest stars anyway.
Yeah. They don't.
You got the bigger stars anyway, but you don't even be paying attention to none of these other people. You don't watch none of these indie movies or none of this, but you're complaining about this.
Right.
When you can have, you know what I'm saying? You could have been you have all these other outlets.
Whole month. You got a whole month. We got a whole month.
A whole month for what?
Black History Month.
Oh yeah,
We got a whole month.
You got a whole month where you could just do it up. You could, you know, have things. You should, you know, eat this. You know what I'm saying? This is what we eat on this day of this month. You know, because they did this. Or, you know, whatever.
I don't even sometimes.
We over here eating turkey and stuffing. You know what I'm saying? Mashed potatoes and gravy. You know what I'm saying? Talk about we just like the Pilgrims did. You know, and you over here complaining on Facebook about the 4th of July.
Yeah.
The white man is the greatest conqueror.
He is.
Got the Negro for trinkets and muskets. You know? The greatest swindler. The original gangster.
The original gangster, for real.
You know? Whatever the black man does here on this country, he learned from the white man.
Yeah.
You know, all that murder and
you
mayhem.
can't do it like that.
Yeah. You can't do... They learned everything. You know how to talk and everything. That's what always kills me about those old slave movies is how the white slave master is always the white slave master always has like a British accent or something like that, and then the slave. And then the slave, who came
put together like 2-3 words.
The slave who came here from Africa, all of a sudden talks like, yes, sir, I did. You know, right, I sure did.
Right.
You know, dip. You know what I mean? The slave over here talking like that, but he learned how to talk from these slave masters.
Right.
So what the hell's going on? The slave master talked just like that slave talk. You know what I mean? Slave master talk just like that.
Just like that. That's how the fuck they learn that.
That's how they learn how to talk like that. You know what I'm saying? I went way off topic. But it was all coming back to black people complaining about the 4th of July and raining on these white people's parade.
Why the fuck?
We got fucked as black people in American history. That's a fact.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we've came so far. There's so many resources out there. You know what I'm saying? Our biggest, you know what I'm saying, the people we have in government positions are, you know what I'm saying, using that money for other, you know what I'm saying, allegedly faulty shit, you know?
Completely faulty shit. Completely.
You know, so, they always end up going to jail or some shit. I'm talking about black politicians for the most part. With the exception of Barack Obama, Cory Booker, I don't know what happened to that Mark Zuckerberg money, but you know he talks a good game. All these guys talk a good game, but where is the activity and where are the Colin Kaepernick type stuff? You know, Colin Kaepernick, he just doing what he can, and look, he making some kind of difference.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? He out there, he hooking inmates up with suits and doing all type. Colin Kaepernick out there on the front lines, giving his money and his time. You know what I'm saying? Himself.
Yeah.
His energy.
Yeah. To
the people. To where he is thinking as his people.
Right.
You know, he just went to Ghana and all that fly shit. He was out in Ghana. Cleve got a Colin Kaepernick action figure from Voice Bunny. She just gave it up because
shout out to Voice Bunny.
Voice Bunny hates Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah,
Voice Bunny hates Colin Kaepernick. She hated him from the get though.
From the gate,
she hated it from.
She fucks with the Niners tough.
She's a 49er fan, and she I don't know if she never liked Colin Kaepernick. I don't want to speak for Voice Bunny because I just heard this. I would like to have Voice Bunny on the show to talk about to defend her position once it's football season and Colin Kaepernick is still without a job.
Right.
But I would love to hear her hatred when it comes to that.
Look, we always got 1 or 2 people on the front lines when it comes to that type of stuff. Like what you're saying, you know, like Colin being out there pushing his agenda. We had just Barack.
I mean, Colin Kaepernick not even pushing an agenda.
It's not even an agenda. The wrong choice of words, but you know, pushing the rights for us. You know what I mean? For us to do things when it's time.
He out there fucking with the kids, man. You know, donating to football teams and you know what I'm saying, sending what is he sending food to Somalia? He just went to Ethiopia the other day.
Yeah, I mean, it was like I always
not Ethiopia. I'm sorry, Ghana. He just went to Ghana.
Just went to Ghana, yeah.
He just went to Ghana. I'm talking about Ethiopia.
Giving out shoes, doing all types of shit.
Giving out shoes,
like you know, simple things that any one of us could do. See, the whole thing too with Barack was like everybody was mad at him. Mm-hmm. Myself, I don't know about yourself, but myself, I personally didn't want to vote for him for 2 reasons, and it's not. The thing is I didn't want to have him clean up after President Bush.
Okay.
That was my shit right there. And then it's like he was already set up for failure.
Mm.
It wasn't that I didn't want to vote for him on some other shit. It was just I didn't want to see somebody else that's really worthy.
He could have got in there. He could have got in there and pushed his thing. But what he did was he got in there and he pushed this healthcare thing on us. He made the healthcare thing a must and a law. He made it a law.
Okay.
And then and I didn't like that.
Why not?
I voted for him in 2008. I don't think it's a law. You don't push laws on people that they have to do something. You know what I mean? I have to buy healthcare.
I mean, why wouldn't you want it?
But why is it a law that I have to? I mean, if I want it, I can buy it.
Okay.
But why is it a law that I have to buy it? You know what I'm saying? Why is it a mandate on the prices? You know what I mean?
Okay.
The government shouldn't be too involved in your personal life.
Right.
Which I'm gonna get to something a little bit later. I sent you a message. You should check that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, and another thing Barack Obama did when he got in there, he had another agenda that he pushed very hard, and he pushed that gay agenda very hard. Okay. He pushed the agenda. He pushed the agenda for the shit pushers and the turd burglars very hard. He gave them their rights, and they should have had their rights from the beginning. I don't even understand why they couldn't have got married in the first place. That was ridiculous to me. But he got them their rights to get married. The Supreme Court, he'll be known for that. He'll be known for the president that did that. And then he got the transgender bathrooms, right? He got the transgender bathroom laws. Remember that? And then that's what he'll be known for is forcing healthcare on people and getting gay people their rights. And he was the first black president
that's what the fuck I'm talking about.
He was the first black president that didn't do a damn thing for black people. Black people were in the worst economic state. Black people right now in the worst economic state that they've ever been in.
But tell me why the fuck he got to do something for black people? Why the fuck black people can't do shit for ourselves
we put him in the office. We came out in
Did we?
Yes.
I thought it was Facebook and Twitter.
We came out in record numbers. Black people came out in record numbers to put that man in office.
Okay.
And he ran on the whole black shit, you know what I'm saying, going on BET, you know what I'm saying, I'm talking to Sway.
He got Jay-Z at the White House
talking
performing.
to Sway, you know what I'm saying, look at Beyonce out here, you know what I mean, and come on, man.
Okay. Well,
look at Chicago, he from Chicago. Look at Chicago, he from Chirac, and look at Chirac. You know what I'm saying? Cleve fell out. You know what I'm saying? He from Chirac, and Chirac just went off the hinges when he was president. They lit that motherfucker up. And Chirac, little kids is walking around with bazookas and rocket launchers in Chirac.
Right now.
And if you don't believe me, go ahead and Google kids with rocket launchers in Chicago.
Facts.
Talk about Barack Obama. Why he got to do something for black people. Black people are the reason why Barack Obama was even president.
I didn't say he got to do something for black people. I think black people need to do shit for ourselves. He got himself in the fucking White House.
He didn't get himself in there. He got himself on
but who the fuck else would have got in the White House as a black person?
He got himself there on the backs of the people and got up there and started wagging his finger and like, man, I'm going to get these gay people on.
Okay.
That's what he did.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I got gay homies. Okay. I got gay homies, you know what I'm saying? They like to mount a man or get mounted by a man. I'm not sure what they like to do. Cleve over here laughing. But, that's neither here nor there. Black people over here complaining about 4th of July.
Yeah. All right.
You know what I mean? Anyway,
I don't fuck with 4th of July like that.
I had a good time with my family, man. We went to the park. I went and hollered at the Croatian homie Elvis. We went over there. My son got to play around in his pool. You know what I'm saying? Went over there, ate a little barbecue. You know, he was the Croatian homie. They was over there speaking Serbian. He had one of his homies from Bosnia over there. I believe they was speaking Serbian, something like that. It was cool, man. It's good people. You know what I mean? Drinking beer. Elvis always got some big ass beers, so he ain't never got no just no like little regular like beer like that. You know what I'm saying? His beer always be big, man.
Like 40 ounces or something?
Nah, they be like bigger than my Red Bull right there.
Okay.
You know,
like the tall joints.
He be giving me like a little 24 ounce or something like that.
On deck?
Yeah, like 24 ounce or some German beer or something like that.
Okay.
But
you got some shit you ain't never heard of too.
It's cool.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you see what's going on in this shitty ass news? Oh
ass news.
You see the boy what's the girl? Blac Chyna?
All right, here we go, guys.
What you mean? Here we go. I'm just gonna talk about this briefly. I hope.
Okay. Briefly.
Here we go. The girl, Blac Chyna. What is she exactly? Is she she was a stripper, I believe, right? I
have no clue.
She's
relevant. I guess
let's call her an alleged stripper, right? Who was she some type of rapper or what was she? Has she ever been a rapper?
She probably attempted it in her career.
She was with Tyga. Was she on some type of Young Money or something?
I think she probably like backup dancer.
She's some type of Young Money rapper, and then she called it quits. I don't know. Can you Google that and see maybe if Blac Chyna was once a Young Money rapper? Anyways, she ended up getting pregnant with Tyga around it when Tyga was in his Young Money days. Tyga is a rapper from Los Angeles. He sings a lot of songs. What did he sing? Rack City, bitch. Rack City, bitch. That's his most known song, I believe.
Didn't he have some type of coconut juice song or something when he first broke out?
She got with him, and she had a son with him. And, he realized, you know what I'm saying, she was a stripping skeezer from the jump. And he from Cali. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he grew up rich. But I mean, I think he grew up around girls enough, you know what I'm saying, to know that she wasn't the one or whatever. So he moved on and, they have shared custody. Then she's with the Kardashian son, right? The heir to the throne.
Right.
Young Robert Kardashian. And he's the fat one. And she big butt and gut. Big butt and gut type dude.
Right.
And she got pregnant by this dude probably on purpose, right? Because he's got endless paper, right?
Yeah.
But he thinking, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people getting on him. I brought it up like that because it's a lot of people getting on this young man. Because they're like, oh, he should have known, you know what I'm saying? You don't make a hoe a housewife. You should have known that. You should have known she was a stripper. You should have known that was going to go down. You should have known this. You should have known that.
Okay.
But they don't realize is this is a fat kid, a fat rich kid who don't be like, you know what I'm saying, bras, he ain't never had no bra like that before. He ain't never even met no broad like that before. You know what I'm saying? This is a rich kid. You know what I'm saying? He's not no thug. He's not no money over bitches type of dude. He really thought that he could throw money at her and and she would fall in love with him. That's what he probably thought. He was retarded for thinking that. I don't care if that's politically correct. You can say retarded or not, but I like to say retarded. But he probably thought that you know what I'm saying, oh man, you know what I'm saying, she gotta love me, you know what I'm saying, look, I got her the fucking lipo, I got her the booty suctions, and I got her the lip injections, and you know what I'm saying, I got I got the coochie tightened again. You know what I'm saying? It'd be all this kind of shit he be paying for. Oh, look at all these cars I get her. You know what I'm saying? She gotta love me. Look at all this I did for her. He thought he was really in love.
Because he wasn't thinking what I think he should have been thinking. Like,
what's that? What should he have been
thinking? What the fuck was... I mean, you gotta think. A bitch gonna get at you like that.
A what? A bitch? A bitch?
A bitch gonna get at you like that, talking about... Just what out of nowhere, first off. Where the fuck did that come from?
What?
Them niggas hooking up.
Exactly.
What the fuck you think her intentions are?
Yeah.
Because her ex-man is with your sister, my nigga.
But what
do you think this bitch's intentions are? I wish I could... Rob, I'm speaking to you right now, straight up. Like, my nigga, you could have paid me the shit that she paid her. I'd have gave you my briefcase full of game. Like, on some real
Why y'all
shit.
be ear hustling?
Like, real shit. I got game for sale. And trust me, you be straight right now.
Cleve said, trust him, you be straight, Rob. But I feel for you, Rob. I know some guys like Rob. You know what I'm saying?
I do too, and that's
I know,
what I'm saying.
I know guys that have acted just like how Rob is acting right now.
Look,
Like,
when I die,
like crazy. They think that these girls, they can't take like social cues. Like they can't take like social cues from a chick. Like you could tell when something is off with a chick. You could tell when a girl ain't feeling you.
What the fuck was you think her intentions were, man?
But he just, unfortunately, he wasn't raised like that, you know. And he's always been a fat, chubby dude. And you know what I'm saying? And I don't like to, you know what I'm saying? I talk about fat people. I know I talked about fat girls that I grew up with earlier in the show. I don't like to just talk about fat people. I know they like to talk about, oh, you're fat shaming. You're fat shaming. You know what I'm saying? They like to put black strap molasses on their cheeseburgers. They can do that because they're fat. Like, no, I just don't want you to fucking kill yourself. You understand? I don't want your goddamn foot to get chopped off. You understand? I'm not fat shaming you. I'm trying to motivate you to get up off your ass. If you're fat, push that plate away. Eat when you're supposed to eat the right shit, and get up and move. Move. If you want to watch TV, move in front of the TV. Get your ass up. Anyway, back to scheduled programming. So Rob, he don't like to move. He's still got the big neck. You know what I'm saying? The shit's waggling. And he on there talking about, how could she do this to me? I feel bad for him.
I do too, man.
And then T.I. tried to chime in. Did you see that? Did you see that?
I saw it. I saw it, man.
Tip T.I., the guy who likes to, what is he trying to be, like the intellectual? Because he went to jail. Most of the time, I don't know. Have you ever seen the?
I see it all the time, man. Before you even start,
have you
I know people like
you
this.
Remember the
you're just about to describe.
Remember the In Living Color skit?
Oh, come on, bro. Damon Wayans.
Damon Wayans as the prison guy,
and he was coming with all the fucking knowledge,
who would talk and use articulate and words. To make himself seem smarter.
Yeah.
That's how T.I. talks, and he be trying to come with the game, and he tried to come at Rob Kardashian with it.
But he sounded stupid.
And Rob Kardashian told him, hey man, you and Tiny used to pay Chyna for threesomes allegedly. I mean, he didn't say allegedly, but I'm saying allegedly because we on the airwaves.
Ammunition right now. That's what I like. You saw how he don't give a fuck right now. He getting at anybody right now.
He's coming.
Rob is getting at anybody that got to say something, my nigga. Like,
I don't know that people can say what they want about that family, but that family has some power.
Come on, man. Is this another stunt?
Whatever. It could be.
Wait, is this another tactic, Chris?
That's a good. That's
Chris Kardashian.
Is this
another tactic?
Whatever, because
What's going on?
They could put whatever lawsuits on the Kardashians they want. This is the same family that got O.J. Simpson off. This is the same family that got O.J. off.
Look,
that's why they even famous, because their daddy got O.J. off.
Them niggas.
That's why you know who they are, because of the juice.
Look, every time y'all niggas,
the great freedom fighter O.J. Simpson.
Every time you look them niggas up on Google, Instagram, whatever the fuck them niggas getting paid.
O.J. Simpson. Hey man, O.J. just couldn't sit down.
Oh. Yeah, that's a funny dude, man.
But yeah, man. So, Rob Kardashian, I wish you the best, man. Go get you a nice church going, girl, man. Get on the treadmill or do whatever it is you like to do, man. Go on hikes, eat rice cakes, and eat wheat germ and wheat grass. I don't know, man. Get your confidence up, man. You got endless paper.
Endless.
You got endless paper. You know. I don't even have close to endless paper, and I ain't never been that heartbroken over a broad ever in my life. Especially somebody that did something like that. Especially somebody that did something like that. I ain't never been like that, man. But I've seen some guys. I have some friends that I won't name that have been through that.
Some shit like that happened to me a long ass time ago, man. I almost killed the bitch, but then
look at Cleve.
Whoa! I had to uncock my shit and be like, "Yo,
whoa,
over a bitch,
Cleve.
Over a bitch, my nigga."
Cleve.
Fuck no.
Jesus.
Get the fuck out my house, ho. That was it. End of story. Erased the bitch out the black book.
And it was over. It was over just like that.
Over.
Come on, man.
Done.
Come on, man.
You showing this bitch attention, man. He need to wake up, man. Look. Just when I die, you guys, please donate my brain to Captain Save-A-Ho. In the famous words of Sugar Free. Please.
He might need this. So yeah, so what was the other story that we had on for you there? What was that, Cleve?
Well, we got
go ahead. Say it on the mic. Say it on the mic, Cleve.
This 444 album.
The 444 album. Have you heard it?
And I have it. I haven't heard it. No.
I've heard a few songs.
All right. I always take my time with Jay-Z, because people are fucking. I mean, like, they hear like 2 seconds of the shit and they jumping off they motherfucking rooftops and shit. Like, you know, they diving out of fucking skyscrapers and shit. Like, it's the fucking greatest shit they ever heard.
I've
like,
heard it.
But see, I've been on Jay since fucking the Originators. Before the Originators, matter of fact, it was Original Flavor. When he not before, so that was after, but. I've been listening since then because I just liked the way the nigga was rapping on that shit, and it was crazy. But
when he was rapping fast,
my nigga, it wasn't, you know, not that.
I like the player type Jay-Z.
I like that too. Every style he came with was sick as fuck. It's just
this new album is pretty dope. Some of his best work, some of his best recent work. Right. Because. Personally, I haven't been a fan of any of his recent work for the most part.
Why not?
I don't know, man. It was just like it was lackadaisical to me.
Now you're saying recent as far as how far back?
I'm saying as recent as Kingdom Come.
That was a great album, man.
See, I didn't like it.
You got to give that a second listen, man. That was a good.
I gave it a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I own it.
You have it? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I own it.
I'm gonna fall back.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's just like to me.
Like that one.
To me, it's just it's Jay-Z. So of course of course I liked it to some degree, but it's almost like, you know, he went into retirement. He kind of broke away from Dame, and then when he came back, to me, it was almost like Michael Jordan. Okay, it was almost like Michael Jordan on the Wizards, right?
Okay.
It was like he was still dope. I mean, it was still a couple 30-point games in there, but he was still like old, you know. And then he did like the American Gangster album, which he had that song Blue Magic that was really dope. But then the same time, it was just like, come on, man.
Yeah.
It was just like, where's the hip hop?
Right.
And then, you know, it's just always been like that with me. Even Watch the Throne.
He wasn't good on that one. He was trying to keep up with Kanye on that one.
You know, but there's new recent effort. But I do. The most recent effort I really enjoy. It's alright, but it ain't. I mean, it's good. It's really good. Really, really good. But it's not like, it's a lot of people on the internet right now that are just like acting like Jay-Z is God and you should listen to everything Jay-Z say, and like what Jay-Z is saying is brand new. Like on this album, what Jay-Z is saying is like a bunch of stuff Nas has been saying.
He said in those 2 albums he released it.
Nas has been saying it for 20 years about black people, you know what I'm saying, and all this. Like, Jay-Z is like just getting woke and he's damn near 50. Nas was saying this shit in his fucking 20s. You know, and these people are acting like Jay-Z is just like, oh, you need to listen to Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z. But Jay-Z does shift culture. You know what I'm saying? He shifts culture when he comes out. But I don't think now, because with the South, I don't think the South trying to hear that. I don't think the South trying to hear that. You hear what Boozy was saying?
What was he saying?
Boozy was like, man, we do what we want on the South. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z don't tell us what to do, you know what I'm saying, about the new album. So,
from Baton Rouge, okay.
I think
Baton Rouge, Boozy.
What did 50 Cent say?
He said it was golf course music.
50 Cent said it was golf course music. I don't agree with that, but I hear exactly what he's saying.
I ain't heard it yet, man.
I don't agree.
So I heard that comment before I heard the album. So I'm gonna be going in this shit with a funny ass ear. Like, he better be saying something amazing. I've been listening to this nigga for a long ass time. The Jay-Z I didn't fuck with was the old fucking like Blackout or Blueprint 2.0.
I didn't like that either.
The R. Kelly shit. I didn't fuck like with that Jay-Z.
I didn't like that either.
That's the fucking Jay. I couldn't. I'm like, okay, nigga. And then I stopped listening to him. Like, I had a homie. It was Planet Asia, matter of fact. I remember
when he was doing songs with Lenny Kravitz and shit.
Shit like that in Lincoln Park. And so I'm driving back from L.A.
Right.
And I had my boy Novi had given me the album. He used to always want to play the shit. I wasn't even, both my ears was closed. I mean, I was hearing the shit in my car, but I wasn't listening to it.
Hearing what?
The album, Black Album.
The Black Album is dope.
I was hearing the shit, but I wasn't even fucking listening. Like, I'm just not even tripping off it. And then I drove back from L.A. with Planet Asia, and I had this shit in my car on disc. A burnt copy, and he's like, yo, nigga, you got this shit, nigga? Because I had hella underground shit in my fucking CD book.
Right.
Like, just hella West Coast Living Legends underground and fucking like Atmosphere and a bunch of weird ass shit. The nigga fucking rapped every damn lyric to me riding home. I swear to God, we had this shit on repeat.
You told me this story. Yeah, but
so it's like from then on, I got a better
the new album, I believe, Jay-Z's new album, 444.
I ain't heard it yet.
I believe that his new album will give the kids, the young bucks who enjoy the art of hip hop, or the art of, like, you know what I'm saying, the art of, you know what I'm saying, the actual rapping,
right? The
art of it, the science of it. Kids who listen to mainstream rap will now hear, you know what I'm saying, an architect on a main level. I mean, they have their Kendrick Lamar, but they're not listening.
I don't think they're gonna listen to these niggas.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think they're gonna listen to him. I don't think they're gonna listen to him at all.
He went platinum in 2 weeks.
Okay. Platinum as far as motherfuckers going out there buying this shit, or just off streams? Like, what is this platinum based on?
I don't know, sir.
That's what I need to know.
Ain't that how records are sold now?
I don't know. I don't got Tidal. I don't know.
I don't have Tidal either. It's on Apple Music and iTunes now.
Yeah, I got the bootleg. It's in my email, so
You got the bootleg.
I haven't heard it yet.
Go ahead and send that to me.
I'm gonna spread the wealth.
Go ahead and spread that wealth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just don't tell me the source of the email.
I don't even know.
Anyway, but yeah, 444. He's talking
check it
about.
out.
I heard the song "Still Nigga," the story of OJ.
Look,
did you hear that song? That's a great fucking song. That's a good video too.
Honestly,
did you see it?
I saw the video, which I know made it more for me myself.
Yeah,
the visual part of it just it hit home more, and I was like, "This is dope as shit."
Yeah.
Just off I'm glad I heard it that way, because had I just went on one of these fucking record pools that I usually go on and get my shit, I'd have probably thought this was some bullshit.
Right, that shit was dope, right?
But seeing the visual, because my parents, you see my parents, they
all the shit.
They're all up on the whole Sambo, the fucking the coon chicken shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so it's that was dope how he did the visuals on that, man. I really respect the shit out of that, and it made the song even more so. They were fucking genius for doing that.
Yeah,
I got to hear the rest of the shit. I can't really just judge it on.
But
singles.
the album, the content, that kind of content is throughout the album.
Yeah,
and it is a great piece of work, and it's not to be slighted. I just get really annoyed with like Jay-Z, like diehard fans who are like the male versions of like the Beehive. That shit is like real like weird and
it is
suspect.
It's like we all know the nigga's good.
Yeah, like we already know Jay-Z is the great one. It's just like I don't understand like why people like coming out like, oh yeah, he's way better than Nas. It's like, why are you even bringing Nas up into this conversation?
Yeah,
like, why are you bringing like you want us to?
Since we done brought Nas up, like, let's have this conversation too.
It's like why you want to slight, you know what I'm saying? Why you want to slight Nas? You know what I'm saying? Have you seen that? Have you seen anybody say, oh, you know what I'm saying? Lately, have you seen anybody? Because I never heard. I have people on my timeline who say things, you know, like, oh yeah, Nas can, you know what I'm saying, Jay-Z ethered Nas or whatever like that.
Okay. Well, I mean, you got to look at that shit. I always bring just that battle up. I don't think. I don't bring up Jay-Z and then bring up Nas or Nas and then just bring up Jay-Z. I got to bring up that battle.
That shit was over a decade ago, and my problem is why are the weirdos still bringing that shit up?
I don't know. They're just like you said. They're diehard weirdos.
They're diehard like Jay-Z fans. It's like you should take that L and run with that because Nas. I think Nas fucking.
We gonna have this conversation.
I think Nas stomped his ears together on that reply. Like Nas was just chilling in the cut and got like blasted from the side of the face by Jay-Z and knocked down. Standing 8 count. Nas was down, and then he you know shook it off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The bell rung.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He took a second to come out and he came out with the ether. Laid Jay-Z the fuck out.
You think he was laid out?
Another standing 8 count.
Okay.
And then they started doing Super Ugly and then all types of nonsense.
Right.
And then it was over. But I think Ether was a better song, just composition wise.
It's such a fucking epic thing.
And Jay-Z had Kanye on his diss track.
Man, see, that's where I'm going with it though. I'm like the structural. I mean, because you got to understand who the fuck Nas is. Nas is a poet.
Right.
You got to understand Jay-Z freestyles a lot of his shit. So I'm respecting the hell out of like the way Jay came at it just off the top, and then it's like with the production was way better. But you're right, like Nas, he didn't really get knocked down off that. That was a blow.
What, Nas?
I don't think he got knocked down.
Oh man, Nas was his grief and his mother's death just happened.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he got knocked. Oh, so all this shit, that was a low blow. Matter of fact, is what it was.
His mother's death just happened. He don't even know that Jay-Z even thinking about him, and all of a sudden Jay-Z come out with this new dude Kanye and just mollywop him in his jaw, and you know, what do you say? That shit is garbage. What you trying to kick knowledge? Now Jay-Z over here trying to kick knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I'm saying. It's not as Ben did what Jay-Z is doing on 444, even though I really respect what Jay-Z did on 444. It shows growth, but it's just crazy that you don't show growth until you damn near 50. And then you were proven when you said, I did 5 mil, I ain't been rapping like Common Sense. You already said that you were just doing it for the money, but you never, you know what I'm saying, said you doing it for the people. You trying to educate people when you got one foot out the door. You know, when you had all types of times to grow. You know what I'm saying? We all get wiser as we get older. I'm 36 years old. I'm proud of my age.
Right.
And I've grown, you know what I'm saying? And if I had that kind of paper, it wouldn't take me till I was 47 to realize maybe I should be telling the kids something they really need to know.
Right.
Because E40's been telling kids what they need to know and still keeping it street for 25 years.
The whole time he was doing that, man. I got so much knowledge out of E40's albums.
Yeah, man. E40 put you up on so much game.
He wasn't telling you to go do something or anything like that.
He
It
was
was just broadcasting the shit the whole time.
And
it's
if you was doing it, he'd tell you how to do it.
His shit was, man.
I keep my lawyers in my bail bondsman paid shit. For all I know, they might decide to raid shit. You know?
Man, if that ain't game right there, my nigga.
You know what I mean? So,
them niggas will turn around and snitch on you.
That's, let's take Jay-Z's album with a grain of salt, right? It's a great piece of work. Cleve hasn't heard it, and he has it.
I'll check it out. I got it, man.
I've heard it.
I be taking my time with shit like that. I know Jay's great. Look, I'm one of them people that if I hear you do something dope once and it's tight, fuck yeah, I fuck with you forever.
That's how
I really do.
That's how I am.
Even, and this goes for these new motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
You could do a bunch of whack shit, and then I hear one thing dope from you, I start fucking with you. Like, I'm really that into the music like that, where it's like, I mean, I did that with Future. I didn't like Future for a long ass time.
He's still hard for me. He's good. He's good
at the
workout.
Same
music.
damn time.
Oh yeah. I like that. I like that song.
Nigga, it was over.
I like
it might
that
have even been before that, because it depends on what. Because I like the other one. Just Being Honest.
That song cool.
Like, he had so nigga got hits.
Yeah,
bro.
he got a bunch of hits. That same damn time is
when he
the
did
hit.
that. I think that's exactly the one where
Okay, let's not talk about Future.
I got
though.
on that, but I'm just saying. I fuck with rappers like that when it fucking comes down to it. Jay-Z, let's hear the fucking album.
The 444 album.
I'm taking my time on it.
You're taking your time on the 444 album.
I'm sure it's good.
I enjoy it.
I'm sure it's good.
I enjoy it. It's incredible.
I'll catch it on a road trip or something.
My man Cleve. He catch it on a road trip. That's what I'm gonna start saying. When I play, yeah, man.
I got the fan with me, you know.
Catch it on a road trip.
I catch it on a road trip or something, you know.
For sure. There was another story that I had text messaged you. It was this couple. This couple. Can you check? I think it was in New Mexico. And you know something about called Google Home? Do you know about Google Home, Cleve?
I know nothing of this, and I started to try to read it, but nigga, I was on a.
So is that what it says? Google Home.
You sent me a link to
Can you
it.
open up the link?
Open up the link.
I think it might be called Google Home or Google Earth or something like that, right?
Pretty credible source.
So it's ABC News is where the source is from.
Okay.
And I believe that this couple was in New Mexico. I'm sorry, I'm waiting for Cleve to open up the link. But it was a couple in New Mexico. They were having a domestic dispute.
Looks like Google Home.
Are you reading on the thing, Cleve? Go ahead.
I was trying to. My phone,
Go
my
ahead and
Metro.
read, Cleve. Go ahead and read.
I said Google Home smart device hears trouble, calls 911 during violent domestic dispute. Yeah, that's the New Mexico.
So in New Mexico, Google Home, a new smart device. What is it? Some type of security. So whatever this Google Home is, it alerted the police that there was a domestic dispute. Apparently, this man raised his voice in a violent way, and the police were called, right? But the police brought SWAT. They brought SWAT, right?
Whoa.
Yeah. So this is out in New Mexico, and this Google Home thing. So I guess the couple was in danger. They had a daughter in the home, and the husband threatened the wife, and it alerted on the Google Earth or the Google Home, and the SWAT team came in. There was a standoff. They apprehended the guy, took him to jail. The mom was okay, minor injuries, and the daughter was fine. They took the guy to jail. All right. The guy was, of course, this Google Home thing saved this lady from a possible getting her ears stomped together, right? And the poor daughter having to see that, right? By this horrible monster of a guy, right? But my thing is, what is this Google Home thing where they just recording you in your house and they could just hear you?
That's that next level shit, man.
Who is gonna subscribe to this Google Home? What is it? They
I mean, paranoid motherfuckers that
people,
we, you know.
So you get the Google Home thing, and then the people,
I'd have been shot.
the government or whoever could just tap you up. They sent SWAT. They sent SWAT on a domestic dispute.
Niggas, the way I be talking to my wife, them niggas would have been throwing tear gas and shit.
I'm telling you. The way I talk to my kids.
I'm telling you.
The way I talk,
it'd have been a rap.
The way I talk to my kids had been a rap.
If Pharaoh would have been in there, we wouldn't have lasted like 2 minutes. Niggas, you know what I mean?
All bad, man.
Yeah, this nigga.
All bad. You know what I'm saying? You yelling at your kid to tell him to clean the room up. You yell at the kid, tell him to clean the room up, clean this milk you just spilt. And next thing you know, they hitting you with the battering ram, like in '89. I'm Easy-E.
Yeah.
Like I'm Easy-E or something.
Right.
You know.
And niggas yelling at everybody get on the
talking
ground.
Talking about Google Home.
The fuck is that?
I can't have that, man.
Nah,
I can't handle Google Home.
The fuck is that?
You just get alerted on some security type.
Yeah,
Man,
fuck that.
And they can just record anything, even if it's that. You know what I'm saying?
Them niggas might hear niggas on 4th of July busting off firecrackers and shit. And
well, I don't know if they even trip off that, but if it's in your home,
shit, nigga,
I'm talking
if you
about,
just raising your voice lightweight, I'm sure.
Yeah,
so that's just gonna say, oh, nigga, it's gunshots. It's a war over here in Oakland, nigga, right now. Like,
if it's in your home,
it's a war in Richmond.
Yeah, if it's in your home, I mean, they can hear whatever though. They can hear if, you know what I'm saying, if it's your birthday and you're asking your girl if you can screw her in the ass. All types of stuff.
That's fucking crazy.
Let me put my thumb in your booty. You know, you say all kind of crazy shit. He's coercing her into being sodomized.
Right. It's bad. Like,
it's all bad, man. But yeah, that's all I was talking about on that Google Home, man. Yo, it's very invasive. You know, they
was the ones in the beginning not giving up information like that.
Well, no, Google gives up the most information. Yahoo keeps it. Yahoo is cool, but
I got it twisted.
Yahoo,
you're right. It's
Yahoo. Yahoo keeps it trill. Yahoo keeps it trill.
They ain't gonna give up your shit like that.
Yahoo not gonna give up your information. That's why I always keep my Yahoo.
Google will give up your shit in a fucking hot one.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yahoo is cool for now, but I heard they just signed up with Verizon, so that's kind of
that's what's up.
That's kind of sketchy.
Them joint ventures.
They might be trying to get your information now.
Sister and parent companies.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck they got going on.
Yeah, man.
It's all gonna be one thing.
Steinberg and Rothstein.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, man. It's just been a bunch of bullshit going on. How long we been here? How long we been talking?
It's like about 53 minutes.
Oh hell yeah, man! Another great one.
Yeah.
I felt good, man. We was flowing. Everything was going good. I hope I didn't offend any fat people. I really didn't want to offend any fat people.
I don't want to offend any of y'all pro-blacks either.
I just want you to live. And I don't want you to have any health problems. Like, I know you guys post pictures of like these fat people in like bikinis and cool. You'll post like you'll post like a drawing of like a beautiful fat girl, and be like, oh yeah, love yourself and love your beauty, but they don't tell you the ugly side effects of being fat is all types of high cholesterol and diabetes and clogged arteries, and you get all types of problems. You know, you can lose limbs over this shit. You know, so you know, you don't need that extra lemon bar. You know, you don't need to. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to dip that pork chop in country gravy. You know,
you don't need extra pickles on that burger.
Yeah, you don't need mayonnaise on both sides of the bread.
You just need triple cheese and shit.
Yeah, you don't need to put greasy fries all inside your McDonald's burger. You don't need all that shit, you know. You don't need to dip your French fries in milkshakes. You don't need to put salt on your pizza. You don't.
I used to do that too.
You don't need. That's
that shit
disgusting.
Did nothing for me
that's
though,
disgusting.
Because I'm skinny as fuck.
That's disgusting. That is
ain't
disgusting.
Did nothing for me. No, I did that shit when I was like a teenager, bro. I didn't even know.
You don't need to put gravy on your cheeseburgers. You know, eat some celery with some peanut butter. Eat that as a snack. Eat some peanuts, unsalted, as a snack, or some trail mix. You know. You don't gotta, everything doesn't have to be fried. You ain't gotta deep fry your hoagie sandwiches.
You don't gotta deep fry the Oreos, nigga. You
ain't gotta deep fry your Oreos. Your arms will shrink and they won't look like Jerome Bettis. Oh, you know, you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? You won't have to wear sweatpants everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You won't have to wear workout pants when you know damn well you ain't working out. It just ain't got no size really, so you know what I'm saying? They stretch. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't fooling nobody. You know? I do workout sessions. I'm a personal trainer. Holla at me. You know, don't be scared. I'm hard on my clients. But they lose the weight. Anyways, there's no such thing as fat shaming. I just care about you. And I don't want you to die. And we could get it right. You just call me. I can tell you what to eat and when to eat it. Well, yeah. So you no longer have to hide those ho-hos under your pillow. You do not need to put bacon over your donut when you eat it. You do not. Sorry.
Bacon's on your donut.
So that is the end of my soliloquy on overeating. I didn't mean to fat shame, but it's a lot of that you don't need to be doing. You know, people die from that shit. And this has been a great one. I hope you guys laughed a little bit. I hope you got a little bit of knowledge. I hope black people want to start celebrating Juneteenth and get that shit popping, man. Why don't you get that shit popping? You over here complaining about the dumbest shit.
It's like the weakest holiday in the year.
Yeah, it's like there ain't nobody even celebrating it. It's like it's Juneteenth, man. We supposed to get it popping. Like it's supposed to be parties and barbecues everywhere. We barbecuing for 4th of July. And we complaining about the 4th of July. Why are we barbecuing for the 4th of July? Instead of doing it big for Juneteenth, it should be popping.
Me and you, let's get Juneteenth popping. next
I
year.
don't have
Nigga, 2018.
I don't have the clout, but we can do something.
Let's do something.
We
That's
can
what
do
I'm
something.
saying.
Maybe
Let's
we can,
do that.
Maybe we can start a little
Fuck it.
fundraiser. Maybe
Fuck
we
it.
can start a little fundraiser. Get a
Yeah.
PayPal to go fund me.
Juneteenth, nigga, 2018 is going the fuck down.
Juneteenth 2018, we got the DJs. We can get the
Man,
artists. We
the
can
whole
get it
shit.
going. We can have snacks. It'd be kids friendly. Bring your kids.
Yeah.
It will go down.
Ain't
up in
nobody
there.
gonna be shooting nobody. Ain't nobody gonna be stabbing nobody.
Ain't gonna be none of that. We have security and everything.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a GoFundMe, PayPal. Juneteenth needs to be popping. This is ridiculous.
Good ass time. Fuck it.
Maybe Sly could just cut this up. We could have the audio of us talking about Juneteenth because they tripping over here complaining about the 4th of July when there's a holiday that we could be celebrating.
Y'all niggas show up late.
Yeah.
Some real shit. Y'all niggas show up late.
Regardless, you can
fuck?
you can show up late if you want to, as long as you're there for the Juneteenth party. I mean, do you celebrate Juneteenth?
You know what it is.
Right. Do you know what it is?
You weren't there, my nigga.
Before you all over here kicking all this knowledge, why don't you celebrate the day that slaves weren't slaves no more? Instead of celebrating and complaining about celebrating. And then calling other black people stupid for celebrating. Why you gonna go over there and get you a plate of that potato salad? Get you a little hot link and eat that swine. Get you some ribs and chicken wings. You know what I mean? Make sure you save me some of that cobbler. Give me a slice of that cobbler. Because you're going to eat it all on the 4th of July. Instead of Juneteenth. On Juneteenth, you ain't going to do nothing. You're going to go to work. You should take the day off of work for Juneteenth if it's on a work day. I'm be like, I'm celebrating with my people. But you don't do that. You go to work. You know what I mean? And you just cause an uproar and you do all your marching. Everybody marches on the internet. All that internet marching. So stop marching on the internet. You got a holiday. Utilize that holiday. This is Ern. I'm signing off. I'm being honest. This is Honest with Earnest. Just being earnest. Once again, I hope it's been fun. I had fun doing this one. Me and Cleve. Lenny was gone. He had to go out to San Ho to do mysterious business. That's what we gonna call Lenny.
Mysterious business.
He going out to San Ho to do mysterious business. Cleve missed the last show. Lenny missing this show. We gonna try to get them back together next week.
We gonna rock it, man.
Cleve, I went in on him last show, because he had some type of
out of body experience.
off the weed.
Off the weed, you know. I'm of a certain age, y'all, man. I'm hitting that 35 mark this year, and
I told the people I'd let you. I told the people I'd let you speak on it. So
I ain't smoked weed in about like 5 months, and man,
you shit on yourself, right? I heard you shit on yourself.
No, that's those are allegations.
You didn't
that didn't actually happen.
You didn't shit on yourself.
Nah,
okay,
that didn't go down.
All right,
Those are
my
allegations.
bad. All right, my bad.
Yeah. Nah, I was sitting there. I feel like we smoked. Could have been like a quarter straight. I don't know, maybe more. And we were shooting a music video. I mean, I was attempting to. I was pretty fucked up. I couldn't get my words right. So the shit might look funny when it come out, but other than that, I couldn't make it up the fucking stairs.
I heard.
I
heard you needed help. I heard you.
My daughter said she was about to call 911.
Yeah, because you shit on yourself allegedly.
No, that's allegedly. Those are allegations right there. So that didn't actually happen, y'all. I did go in there and take my ass to sleep, and my wife was laughing. But that's about it, man. We signing off. We over here going on into some old other shit we can fucking really fill y'all in on.
It's been fun. No, I filled him in on the last show just fine. That you said you vowed to never smoke weed again.
That's
and
it.
Lenny said that was bullshit.
Yeah. All right.
Next time.
We'll see.
All right,
man.
Just being earnest.
Download all the Sly Show podcast at theslyshow.com.